1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back. I help faith-driven women break cycles, find clarity, and step boldly into their calling. If that's what you've been searching for, you're in the right place. Let's get into today. Good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you back to today's Life Keys. I am Shelby Frederick, also known as Lady Jules, and I want to go ahead and get right into our topic on today. I want to talk about willpower. If willpower worked, your cycle would have ended years ago. You've tried harder. You've promised yourself that this time will be different, but sooner or later, you're right back where you started. And so, what does that say to us? That says to us that willpower won't break your cycle. Let's get into it. Most of women of faith, they think that the answer is to push harder, to set stricter rules, or to get more accountability partners. But that's just survival mode. That's not breakthrough. Willpower is just temporary fuel. It runs out under stress, it leaves you frustrated, and you also end up kind of feeling ashamed. And the cycles aren't just your behaviors. The cycles are rooted in trauma, shame, and lies. Trauma, shame, and lies. And until you address the root, the cycle will reset itself every time, every time. So let's get into these key points, these life keys that I want to share with you on today. First of all, you have to ask the root question. What is this cycle feeding on? Is it fear or failure? Is it shame from your past or the belief that you are unworthy of freedom? Yes, this is the real root work that we do here. And so I want you to just do this journal prompt. I want you to answer the question and sit with this. What emotion do I feel right before I give in to the cycle? Because that emotion that comes up is the root. That emotion is the root. And your cycle isn't just random, it's feeding on an old wound that keeps demanding attention, right? So that's the first question that we want to ask. We want to ask the root question. The second key that I want to share with you is that you have to expose the lie and replace it with truth. You have to think about these lies that we may sometimes tell ourselves. If I slip, then I'm a failure, or I can't trust myself to change, or God must be disappointed in me. Lies, lies, lies. They're all lies. We have to replace these lies with truth. Grace restores me. Change takes time, but it is happening. Tell yourself, God is patient with me in the process. This is the truth of the reality that we are living in, right? So you've been punishing yourself for what only grace can fix. And that's why the cycle keeps resetting. The cycle keeps resetting. Now, the third key that I want to share with you from our build phase is that designing a grace-based rhythm is going to be a game changer. It's going to shift the whole paradigm. You want to replace never again vows with flexible rhythms. For example, if you miss a day, just pick up the next day without shame. Don't fall into any type of condemnation, of condemning yourself and shaming yourself because you may have missed it on today. There's always tomorrow. So pick yourself up and move on without shame. You want to build systems of accountability. For example, you want to share your next step with a trusted sister instead of just hiding in silence. This is not the time to be in the cave. This is the time for us to truly address the roots and begin to have those people that we know that we can trust. You want to anchor your rhythm in reward, not punishment. You may say, well, what does that look like? That looks like celebrating your progress. I don't care how small the win is. Even if it's waiting until waiting until the next win, it becomes important. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be anything real big. Some wins is that I got up out of bed today. Some wins may be, you know what, I did not do any negative self-talk. We're not waiting until you're perfect, because you will never be perfect. None of us are perfect. We're being perfected. There's a difference. Consistency is not perfection. Consistency is resilience. And that is that ability to keep showing up even after you fall. Now, here's a simple way to use AI. You can ask it to create a weekly rhythm that balances work, rest, and family time. And then let AI map you out a structure, and then you focus on living it. This helps to keep you aligned instead of burned out. Now, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know what I feel about this work-life balance thing. There is no balance apart from Holy Spirit. There's no balance apart from Holy Spirit, because Holy Spirit is going to tell you, you've got grace for this, you don't have grace for that. This is what's important. I've graced you to do this assignment. I haven't graced you to do that one. And guess what? Holy Spirit does not shame you. Holy Spirit does not condemn you. So we use AI to help us to map out structures. And one of the ways that you can easily do it with my quarterly wellness planner, it actually has a weekly check-in that you can do at the end of every week, right? And so I believe that would be one of the tools that you can use in helping you to create this rhythm for your life. This is how you start breaking cycles. This is not by, we don't do it by muscling through with willpower, but by identifying the root, dismantling the lie, and rebuilding with grace. But the real breakthrough, it requires a system and a community that keeps you steady when you feel like slipping. So I want to close today with, don't carry cycles into 2026. You don't have to carry cycles into 2026. I have a masterclass on October the 21st that I want to invite you into the room. This is where I will show you how to move from that survival mode into sustainable breakthrough. I will drop the link in the description. Again, I hope that this has been a blessing to you. Go ahead and share this with another sister that needs to hear that it's not about the willpower, but it is about the consistency, right? Okay. Meet me back here for tomorrow's video. I pray that this has been a blessing with you. Go ahead and subscribe so that you get the notification when I am on live again. Have a blessed rest of your day. Bye. If today's message spoke to you, don't stay stuck another year. Book a call with me today. The link is in the description. And before you go, keep watching by clicking the next video on your screen. I'll see you there.